Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, April 24th. We're going to do some math. So we're still working on bar graphs and picture graphs, drawing and using graphs. So this one's a picture graph. How do we know it's a picture graph? Because it's pictures. If it was a bar graph, it would have bars. Good. All right, so let's read the problem. It says, Gavin makes a picture graph. So that's the other reason we know it's a picture graph. Gavin makes a picture graph to show the stickers he has. How many more stars does Gavin have than dots? All right, so what are we talking about? We're talking about stickers. What do we know? We know all the information that's in this graph, right? What do we want to know? We want to know how many more, and I'm going to underline this, how many more stars does Gavin have than dots? So let's think for a second. If we're trying to figure out how many more, that means the difference between. So if I have $2 and you have $3, you have $1 more than I have, or 3 minus 2. So when we see how many more, we know we're going to subtract. We want the difference. So it says, how many more stars does Gavin have than dots? So what are you going to do? How are you going to solve this problem? I'm going to look at my graph and I'm going to count the number of stars I have. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 stars. How many more stars than dots? So how many dots do I have? That one I can kind of tell right by looking at it. I have 2. 1, 2. So 8 minus 2 equals. So if I know my math facts, I can just know it. If I don't know my math facts, I could count up from 2, right? I could go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's 6. I could count backwards from 8. I could go 8, 7, 6. I could use a number line. I could use a number path. I could use a hundreds chart, a number grid. I could use all of those things. I could also just look at my chart here, right? If I line these up, I could see how many extras I have. So I have 2 stars here and 2 dots here, but how many more stars? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I just got the same answer like 5 different ways. So I have 6 more stars than dots. Good. It didn't ask me how many stars. It didn't ask me how many dots. It asked me the difference in between. So that's when we have to be a really careful reader. So now we have another question about this same thing. How many stickers does Gavin have that are stars or hearts? So if we see that or, that means it could be a star or it could be a heart. So I would go in and count anything that's either a star or a heart. Or I can look up here. So I already know that I have 8, but I'll count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stars plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hearts. Because this time I'm not looking for the difference. I'm looking for the total amount of stars or hearts. So again, I can use my number line, use my fingers. I can try to remember my math facts. I could use a hundreds chart. I could use a number path. I could count on here. So I know that this is 8. So I could go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then I'm just going to do it with my number line just to make sure. So I'm just going to start at 8 because I know I have 8. I don't have to draw the rest of that. I don't want to spend all that time drawing if I don't have to. And then I'm going to add 5 more. So 8, and then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And if you have a hundreds chart or a number line, then you don't even have to draw it. You can just use that over and over. All right, so you guys have, that's drawing and using picture graphs and bar graphs. Have a great day. Have a good weekend. Be kind to each other. I miss you, and I'll see you Monday.